I was reading an article about the renewed controversy over the pride flag at Bishop's Diocesan College, where the school says the flag reflects its commitment to inclusion and making LGBTQ students feel seen, affirmed, and safe. And honestly, it got me thinking. You know what I find fascinating about this whole debate? Not the flag, not the outrage, not even the headlines. It's what people think a school is actually supposed to do. And I understand that intention. Nobody should be bullied because they're gay. Nobody should be isolated because they're different. That's called being a decent human being. We shouldn't need a rainbow to remind us of that. But here's where I start asking uncomfortable questions. When did we decide that people need institutions to affirm their identities in order to feel okay? Because that's a very different thing from treating someone with dignity. Respect should be unconditional. Affirmation isn't. If your sense of self depends on a school, a company, or complete strangers validating who you are, then I don't think the solution is another flag. I think we have stumbled onto a much bigger cultural problem. Confidence that relies on public approval isn't confidence at all. It's just dependency with better marketing. And here's another thing nobody seems to be asking. If the goal is to protect students from bullying, does raising a pride flag actually accomplish that? Or does it unintentionally put a spotlight on the very students they're trying to protect? Kids can be cruel, and no, that's not a justification for bullying. It's reality. Schools should deal with bullying directly by enforcing rules and holding bullies accountable, not by hoping a symbol magically changes human behavior. Because here's the thing, you don't make people safer by hanging fabric from a pole. You make them safer by creating a culture where bullying has consequences. Those are two completely different strategies. Personally, I think schools should be places that teach principles, not promote movements, teach respect, teach responsibility, teach critical thinking, teach students that everyone deserves equal treatment under the rules. But once a school starts flying flags that represents modern political or ideological movements, whether it's pride or anything else, it's no longer just educating. It's making a statement. And that's exactly why people are arguing. This isn't really about six colors stitched together on a piece of cloth. Well, at this point, it's a lot more than six colors. It's about what we expect our schools to represent because inclusion shouldn't require ideological branding. It should simply be the default. And honestly, if we ever need a flag to remind us not to treat another human being like shit, we've got problems that no flag is ever going to fix.